Hi everyone. So today we're back with another Malay literal translation. I've prepared some interesting phrases for the fellow tomatoes to guess the meaning. And this video's topic is all about the body. I'm gonna give you phrases related to body parts or internal organs. It sounds really weird, but it is really, really interesting. The first one, this is an easy one. Ikat perut, which means tie stomach. To tie up or to tie a knot. That's the word for ikat.
Tie is in the verb. Okay.
I have an answer.
So have I.
Me too.
I guess all your answers are the same. What are your answers?
To be nervous.
To be nervous.
Really?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, this was easy.
Then it's to starve.
Yes.
You just have a different logic.
Yes. Okay, I obviously have a different train of thought. So yes, ikat perut.
But we all have the same train of thought.
Yes, just
Yeah,
me.
because when you say you've got knots in
What's in your stomach? It means you're
Yeah,
nervous.
it means you're nervous. Clearly not over there in Malaysia.
Melvin, you're always tricking us.
Ikat perut is to starve, but this is actually really specific, and I took out the specificity so that it doesn't sound like it's the answer. It is to starve because you cannot afford for food.
Okay.
So you deliberately not eat. Next one we have,
Bulat hati.
yes, this means
Okay.
round for bulat. Hati is kind of strange. The actual translation is liver, but the colloquial translation is heart.
I have no idea.
I think, well, if I just followed my logic, I would say full, but now I'm going to say healthy because I guess health is often associated to the fact of, having enough food.
I was going to go with healthy as well. Not necessarily by Emma's logic, but more that like something round is like, if you've got like a full face, like a round face, then it means like you're healthy. I don't know.
I went completely different direction, and I think it's determined because like you have your heart set on something. I don't know.
Very interesting. The answer is determined. So Petra,
Oh, well done, Petra!
Ha, I'm so proud of that it worked.
all right. Number 3, I could.
Cahaya mata.
Very good. Cahaya mata means light eye.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. There's such
That's
random
very
options.
difficult.
I really like this one. This is my favorite one.
Offspring.
Okay.
Because like you're the apple of my eye is what you'd say. Like your offspring or
I think it's offspring too, but my logic is a bit different. I just thought that would not be an option you would make up.
Okay.
Well, I think you did make it up. And I'm hesitating now, but I'm going to go with colorblind. But I also thought about cloud potentially.
So this is really interesting. The answer is offspring. And actually, the best explanation is from Ashley, because sometimes people will also use cahaya mata for a loved one. Although when I learned it, it's generally kids, like children. So someone's child is cahaya mata. All right.
Excellent.
Next one.
Uri tulang.
Curi tulang is to steal bone.
I love these. These are so
Oh my
good options now.
you definitely have very difficult options always.
The thing is, this is something that for me sounds so obvious. But then when I was writing the answer, I realized actually it isn't.
No, it's not.
It's not. Especially because you like to trick us. So it makes it even more difficult.
I think it's to cheat on your partner.
That's what I would say too. I would also say to cheat on your other half is the answer here, because it's the idea, like physically talking about the flesh, basically, like steal the bone.
I was also gonna go for this option because like it's stealing something. But then I was like debating that or to loaf on the job because you're stealing time. But yeah, the same as
Well, you would have been right. The answer is to loaf on the job.
You know what? In Hungarian, to loaf on the job is like literally translated, it means to steal the day. But day makes more sense because you're sort of like not using the day correctly.
Like dogs, that they took the bone and they go somewhere and they don't do their work.
And they used to pull like sleighs.
What did you mean, Ashley? Used to pull on sleighs?
With all the snow they have in Malaysia.
So next one.
Dara, is it Daging or Dajing?
Daging. Very good. Dara daging. So Dara daging translates to blood meat or blood flesh.
I'm actually going to say blood transfusion because of the word meat, which I'm kind of associating it to the idea that it could be food for the body.
I'm gonna go with blood relatives because like flesh and blood relatives.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the physical body because in Hungarian we also use this like meat and blood to refer to real people as opposed to fictional people, for example.
That's very interesting. In Mandarin, that would totally work, but I don't think I've heard it used this way, but I might be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong. So the right answer is Ashley, blood relative. So we say someone is our blood meat, so someone is our blood relative. It could be just from the same ancestor or just from the same family line. But I think all of your answers make sense.
We thought so too.
Next one.
Kaki bangku.
Very good. Kaki bangku translates to leg bench.
Why a tractor?
It's one of the answers.
I seriously doubt you would have a phrase to refer to the inability to drive specifically a tractor. But I might be wrong here.
It might be a trick and it might be the real answer, but who knows? I think it's someone who waits for good fortune without effort because they're just sitting on the bench waiting, making no effort.
Yeah, same sort of reasoning.
I mean, I think I would also go for that. Trying to visualize what's the whole idea of a leg bench. It's like it's got an extra leg, or it's just a leg without the bench. I'm wondering whether it's one who is drunk, because then it's like, I'm thinking about a wobbly bench leg that just like falls over.
Anytime the three of you pick the same answer, it's not the right answer.
Oh no!
So it is one who does not know how to play football.
What?
That was my other option. That was my other option because it's someone who sits on the bench because they're no good at football.
I wrote it out because I didn't think Malaysia was a football nation.
Yeah, I also didn't think that.
It is. So
And
two
also-
sports, football and badminton.
Badminton.
Okay.
Really strange. We have a phrase specifically describing someone who does not know how to play football. There's no other words I know that describe someone who doesn't know how to play any other sports. The second last one.
Otak cair. Chai.
Yes, very good. Otak cair. This means brain liquid or liquid brain.
Liquid brain doesn't really sound very positive, Just
No, it doesn't.
It's very interesting because we have this phrase in Hungarian and it means none of these things. It means that you're not very bright.
That's what I would have gone for, but that wasn't an option.
I'm going for clumsy because
Okay.
that's sort of the one negative thing that is closest to what I think it means.
I'm going to go for hypnotized. Because I
Okay.
also thought clumsy could be the answer, as in it's the one that's negative. Like your brain, you're just not really operating with your brain anymore. It's just like, whoa, I don't know.
Or you're pliable. Now I'm debating my answer. I was going to go with clumsy because, it's the negative and it just makes me think that it's a negative answer. But I'll go with clumsy.
Emma, that's the exact reason why I put hypnotized as an
Oh
answer.
no!
Oh,
The answer is smart.
What?
and you
You've
wonder
got
why we don't
liquid
trust
brain,
you
you're
anymore.
smart.
So the thing is, I remember this phrase and I was like, does that mean stupid? No, I don't think so. And then I researched and I was like, why would they use this term to mean smart or clever? But it turns out that it is.
But hang on, maybe it's like brain liquid as in brain fuel.
Yes, but I also think that it might be describing the flexibility of the brain. We have the last one. Well, I think it's easy, but let's see. The last one is panjang tangan. Panjang tangan means a long hand or hands that are long.
You keep picking the same phrases, but the Hungarian meaning isn't here. Ever.
Yeah, you say it in French as well, avoir le bras long, but I'm not.
In Hungarian, it means that you have a lot of power. Yes, because you can solve problems that are far away.
Then I guess it's you like to steal because power.
For me, long arm, I always associate like long arm with the law, and for that, I would have gone for to steal.
I'm gonna pick the one who likes to fight.
And I'm going for one who likes to steal.
See, I always say when you don't pick the same option, someone picks the right one. The answer is someone who likes to steal. Yeah, I hope you like this. I really enjoyed setting this one up because I find them super interesting. And how many do you know?
Terima kasih karena menonton video ini. Kami harap Anda menikmatinya.
Bagilah video ini satu like, komen, dan kongsikanlah video ini dengan keluarga dan rakan-rakan anda.
Maukah Anda menonton lebih video lagi? Pilihlah dari playlist yang mengandungi video-video yang serupa.
Jangan lupa untuk subscribe kepada channel kami dan tekan butang lonceng untuk menerima notification mengenai video baru.